Ultimate and unique, said Andrew Wixon on the DWRG, the 19th of the 6/02. About 9 months ago, I sat down and started to watch my DW collection in order. Without going into too much detail, it's been a fascinating trip, and one of the most enjoyable things about it is the way that certain stories have leapt out and grabbed me quality-wise. The Aztecs was one, Ark in Space another. On both occasions, I could for the first time see what all the fuss was about, and on both occasions, it made me wonder how I'd react when I finally got to Caves of Androzani. Caves has an awesome reputation, number 3 in the last DWM Mega Poll, best of all time in a recent poll in SFX magazine, but it's not a story I'd ever really been able to like. Certainly it was well made, well acted and directed, but there are many other stories you could say exactly the same thing about. Would I see the light on this occasion too? Well, yes. This is, in more ways than one, the ultimate Davison DW story. Sorry about that. It's also unique, not just in his era, but in the history of the series. I've said before that there are many aspects of the Saywood/Davison era that I don't think suit Doctor Who. The Doctor is too passive, too meek and mild. The companions are frequently too busy being bolshy/treacherous/petulant/androids do their part in carrying the story. The stories lack moral focus and clarity. It took the genius of Robert Holmes to write a story that holds true to almost all of these things, but is still as classic a piece of Doctor Who as anything produced when he was script editor in the mid-1970s. He is helped, of course, by the fact that he only had to worry about a single companion, a companion who, despite her origins as a tacky piece of marketing, is considerably more like a classic Who girl than anyone since Sarah. Nyssa? I guess Nyssa's an alien. This story takes place in an astonishingly harsh and cynical universe. There isn't a single really sympathetic guest character. Everyone is driven by greed or pride or revenge. And as there aren't any good guys to help, it seems entirely reasonable for the Doctor's sole goal to be to leave as soon as possible and not actively want to sort it all out. But the Doctor is still absolutely vital and central to the story. It's his presence, unwittingly or not, that allows Salatine to escape and draws Morgus to Androzani Minor, thus enabling the climactic showdown to occur. For the first time in an age, the Doctor seems like the Doctor again. Maybe it's the direness of the situation he's in, and it's shocking to see him as beaten and broken and seemingly helpless as he is by mid-episode 3, but in desperation he displays the steel and focus and authority that had been missing since, well, the end of Logopolis. Davison, of course, revels in this, even before this viewing the climax of episode 3, and I'm not going to let you stop me now, always send a shiver down my spine. The story is lifted to another level by superb set designs, Harper's relentless pressure cooker direction, and some fantastic guest performances. Morgus Stotts, and of course, Sharaz Jack's shine. But it's all in the script. If only Bob Holmes had come home 2 years earlier, but alas, it wasn't to be, and we're left with this, the best Doctor Who story Peter Davison ever appeared in, and unfortunately, the best Doctor Who story Colin Baker ever appeared in, too.